Back to our Read Aloud series. We had just talked about establishing our before, during, and reading questions. Our before reading questions are to engage and motivate our students. Okay? Our during reading questions are again to keep the students engaged and participating and interacting with self to text. And then our evaluating questions are the ones to see, did they listen to the story? Did you as a teacher ask questions to meet your objective? Now we're going to move on to the next E of the lesson plan, which is the extension. And this is where you're going to plan an activity that extends past the read aloud. So for my activity, I've chosen for the students to write a poem, a peace poem. And my two standards that I would be addressing would be, when I write my peace poem, I can use interesting language to describe people, places, and events. The next standard, I can write my poem legibly on a piece stub with correct spacing between my letters and words. Notice when I have this written up, I have it written in very simple, kid-friendly language. When we are looking at our benchmarks, we want to write it so the children can understand what it is they're supposed to do. We don't need to write it in language for us to understand. We already know. But in this kind of format, using I can statements and simple child language, they'll be able to know exactly what they need to do. So for my extension activity, boys and girls, you're going to be writing a peace poem. And we're going to write it using our question words. Who, how, where, when, and why. We're going to ask ourselves, who do you show peace to? How would you show peace to this person or this place? Where would you show peace to this person or place? When would you show peace to them? And why would you show peace to them? So I've made a sample poem here using this format for you to write your own poem. So here's the sample poem written. The world, working together, sharing and listening, in every country, morning, noon, and night, 12 months a year, to spread hope, love, and kindness to everyone. Now once you have modeled this for your students, you will then go through, ask for any questions, and give them a piece of folder paper to write their draft on. After that, you're going to remind them of the last standard, which is I can write my poem legibly on my peace stub with correct spacing between my letters and words. At that point in time, I would hand out the peace stub blank, and they would write their poem around the peace stub with their very neat handwriting. In this way, I could have a wonderful standards-based bulletin board that has a multicultural, a culturally responsive teaching theme to it. I could post my standards on my bulletin board, and then I would have some wonderful student work to show. I hope this has helped in clarifying the role of reading it aloud for multicultural education.